Hello, peeps. Sorry for the little confusion with looking back and forth. I was a little worried that things weren't working as far as the interface goes. Anyway. So, today, continuing my playthroughs of the Space Quest games, I will be doing Space Quest 5. I don't quite know if I'll be able to get through the entire game in one sitting. I'd like to. But, I mean, just like with Space Quest 4, it's possible things might come up here and there. It's possible that I might not necessarily know everything what I'm supposed to be doing. But, you know, that's how these things go sometimes. So anyway. Time to load up the game. I'll switch over to the game time cam. And let's bring up the game. Oop, sorry for that. I love that little intro jingle. Anyway. Yes, we'll see the introduction. Space Quest 5 is easily the most Star Trek-y of all of the Space Quest games, as you'll see from this intro. Very reminiscent of original Enterprise, original Star Trek. Let me make sure that there isn't any extra. Okay, it doesn't sound like you guys should be hearing the actual game, even though I've got it playing through the speakers. It should be nice. I don't want echo and disorientation and whatnot, even though you probably got it from me moving the mic around just a little bit. Sorry. So, unlike Space Quest 4, this one does not have voice acting, so I will be trying to be entertaining with voices and whatnot. I'm not a professional voice actor. I've only taken acting classes. Captain's Log, SCS Excalibur, Stardate 2709.67. Fleet Admiral Roger Wilco commanding. The Excalibur is on course to investigate the mysterious disappearance of several ships in the uncharted region of space known as the Medulla Triangle. I no doubt have been selected for this mission due to my great achievements as a military leader and matchless diplomatic skills. Don't think that quite applies to Roger, but anyway. I go forward with total confidence in my ship and my crew, yet I am vaguely uneasy. I cannot put up memories of traveling to the future and meeting my son out of my mind. Each night my dreams are haunted by the image of a woman he said would one day be my wife. I know she's out there, somewhere. But that's not important right now. The fate of trillions rides on the decisions I may have to make in several hours. As a captain of the Star Confederacy's proudest flagship, I follow the supreme guideline. To boldly go where no one has... No. To bravely traverse where no creature has traversed... that's not it. Skip it. Admiral, strike ships coming at .35. Shields up! Battle stations! Lock weapons! Neutron beams locked! Proton torpedoes armed! Tactical! Fire neutron beams! Helm hard to port! Cadet Wilco, what in the name of the 7th Star Cluster are you doing in the bridge simulator? Get your sorry carcass out of there and get back to class where you belong, Space Cadet! And if I catch you in there again without permission, I'll have you tossed out of the academy so fast you'll get warp disorientation. That is more on par for our classic hero. Just a space cadet in a simulator that from the outside looks vaguely like the Millennium Falcon. His illusions of spacefaring grandeur gradually shattered by, cruelly shattered by Captain Quark. Roger Wilco exits the bridge simulator in the hallways of the Star Confederacy Space Academy, where he's enrolled himself to do stuff. The last several months have not been easy for our hero, with having to juggle between skipping classes, snoozing through lectures, and spending long moments considering the implications of actually opening a textbook. But our fearless former sanitation engineer has stumbled resolutely past these obstacles, pursuing his goal with unwavering determination, blissfully unaware that fate was about to hurl another spitball in his direction. Yeah, that's definitely more on par with our classic hero here. Let's turn up that speed a little bit. The point value is really skyrocketed with this game. Okay, yeah, let's turn down the game audio on my end a little bit. Okay. I hope that's better for you guys. So let's take a look around. This panel, when it works, allows the user to call up a 3D holographic schematic of the StarCon Space Academy. I'm guessing it doesn't work. Darn! The holomap directory isn't working right now, and it's a shame because the map system is really cool looking and with Gurlan shading, texture mapping, and ray-traced images of every room in the complex. So yeah, we have, instead of the lick and nose icons, now we have a casual talk and a command talk. Your attempts to take command of the situation do not meet with success. As usual when it comes to Roger. What's this? You don't have time to waste mucking about in the closet right now. Oh, that's the janitor's closet. It's an Alpha class strike fighter from the colony worlds. This baby has it all. Speed, maneuverability, and enough firepower to blast apart a comet. Too bad you'll probably never even get within shouting distance of one for your... Yeah, that looks like a Viper from Battlestar Galactica. This aging behemoth has outlived its intended lifespan by several decades and will soon be headed for the scrap heap. The StarCon registry lists this ship as a personal launch for Ambassador Beatrice Wankmeister from G6 Quadrant. You dimly recall hearing her name once before, but the effort of remembering anything further results in nothing more than a storm of misfired brain synapses. Beatrice Wankmeister. For those that watch Space Quest 4, they know what that name means. And I've probably given it away because of the whole intro sequence. Anyway, this aging behemoth has outlived its intended lifespan for several decades and will soon be... Oh, it applies to either one of these ships. That is vaguely reminiscent of the Enterprise A's back hallway. Back hall. Can't talk. Let's hope I can actually walk. Okay, you can walk to the edge of the screen. I've had problems in the past with some of these screen transitions. Just another interesting but totally useless example of technological engineering. A Deltan frigate from the G6 Quadrant. Hopefully a ship like this will one day be yours, provided, of course, that you make it through the StarCon's Academy's rigorous training. Name of this beloved wife, the sleek corvette called Lady Bucker, anyway, is reserved for the Academy's commandant's use exclusively. Recently, several freshmen were disciplined for scandalously altering the ship's name as the cadet initiation prank. A three-man fighter was captured from the dreaded pirates of Pestilon during the daring attempt to escape the confines of Space Quest 3. So the actual characters were trying to escape their game, and their ship got captured. The actual NPCs. I apologize for my ineptitude when it comes to reading. Trainers like this one are used to instruct cadets in basic spaceflight techniques. Due to the relative lack of skill by cadets, the ship suffers a high rate of attrition. The current record for number of ships wrecks stands at 3, as the currently held by Roger, which including the notable incident where he totaled a ship without even leaving the hangar. Odds are 2-1 among his classmates that Raj will break his own record before graduating. This patrol craft was damaged in a skirmish with the smugglers on the rim of the galaxy and is currently undergoing a major overhaul. Fortunately, it suffered less damage than the ship Roger tried to place into hyperspace before leaving space dock. This bulk cargo freighter contains a supply of supplies for colony on Clorox 2. Window looks into a conference room. Currently, there is some kind of meeting going on. You've always wondered what this panel does, but have never been able to figure out its function, and the explanation was probably given one of many class lectures slept away during your tenure here at the Academy. Conference Room A. Okay. Apparently, we don't want to see the meeting. Is that a monolith burger thing? The ship once belonged to 2 guys from Andromeda, but was seized when one of them walked out of his 10,000 Buckazoid tab at the Academy Lounge. The SES Lollipop, a good ship. Oh, okay. This ship is separate from this ship. The ship from the Andromedans is burger-like, and this ship is completely separate. This sleek little beauty was for sale and can be yours for a mere 10,000 Buckazoids. Dial 1555 Good Cars and ask for Fester Blatz. Oh boy, the rip-off scam artist from Space Quest 3? Yeah, Space Quest 3. For sale items. Academy social events and scores for the stat test when they become available are posted on the bulletin board. Fellow members of the tightly knit StarCon Academy Cadet Brigade. The locker is used by various professors to store teaching aids for their respective classes. This door leads to one of the Academy's classrooms. Currently, the students in the Space Piloting 101 class are taking a StarCon aptitude test. Ooh. To class we go. That doesn't bode well. We got a Worf-looking guy. Sorry I'm late, Professor. You mean the StarCon aptitude tested today? Yes, sir. I'll get started right away. What's that? Come talk to you after class? Yes, sir. Yay for the test that Roger should have been studying for but chose not to. So the only way to pass this test is to cheat. This is something I don't recommend anybody do. Something that I've been guilty of in the past. But don't do it. Okay, the fourth answer. Fourth answer is right. Yeah, the guy with the big head is probably the guy with what looks like the big brain is probably the guy we should be looking at as far as test scores go. Gronko, Gronko is commanding a Nova-class scout ship when he finds himself face to face with 3 Horak battle cruisers. He should surrender in the face of impossible odds, pretend they aren't there, activate his shield's self-destruct mechanism, beam over a pick-you-up bouquet, or reboot. Well, the fourth answer is the one that was supposed to be right, so. When encountering an alien ship for the first time, you should immediately open fire with every weapon at your disposal. Star Trek way. Broadcast Wagner's Ride for the Valkyries over the comlink. Beam your entire crew over to their ship as a gesture of goodwill. B and then A, so broadcast and then fire. Or E, none of the above. Let's see what the Brainiac guy says. Yeah, the guy with the huge brain here. He says E. Yeah, none of the above. Before beaming down to an unexplored planet for the first time, you should be sure to check to see if your seatbelt is fastened and the tray tables are locked securely in an upright position. My attempt at a flight steward. You should check your fly. You should check life insurance coverage. You should check the Felser value of your oxygen mask. You should check the planet's atmospheric readings. Yeah, E. You're marooned on an alien planet with no weapons and a killer android out for your blood. You should gather basic ingredients to make gunpowder and fashion a cannon from vines and sticks. Thank you, original Star Trek. Stuff a banana in its exhaust pipe. Drop a rock on the robot and shout "Hasta la vista, baby." Roll in the mud and camouflage yourself. Kill me! Climb a tree, flap your arms wildly, and scream "tweet tweet" at the top of your lungs in order to mimic the mating behavior of a ruby-throat Arcturian swine falcon as a diversionary tactic. You might think that none of these things really apply, and you'd probably be right, but given that this is a Space Quest game, most likely these questions will actually apply. You're on an EVA with a partner, and you notice his face is turning blue, and he's clutching wildly at his throat. This is a sign that you will soon need a new partner. In a burst of creative high insight, he has created a new dance called the Moonwalk. He is suffering from a vitamin deficiency and needs to eat more leafy green vegetables. He fell from an old golf ball in the air hose trick. He fell for the old. Okay. Wow. Still have trouble reading. I'm very sorry. Or A and D, which is you will soon need a new partner, and that he fell for the old golf ball in the air hose trick. Oh, okay. Apparently, the guy with the big brain thinks the partner doesn't have a very big brain himself. To ensure that your crew's microwave meals are heated adequately and evenly on board your ship, you should wrap everything in aluminum foil. Cook each meal at the maximum power setting for 45 minutes. Put a live space varmint in each meal so that you can more easily determine when it's done. Huck the thing and settle for roasting wieners in the maneuvering jets. Inject a radioactive plutonium isotope into each piece of food. When it glows, it's ready. That sounds safe. If Grebe leaves the Crab Nebula at 3200 GST Galactic Standard Time and travels at 9.7 million ZMP, how long will it take him to reach the planet Davicon 5 if he has the solar wind at his back? 49.3 hours? He will never reach Davicon 5. The solar wind is highly unstable and will blow him off course. 3.75 standard days? 4930 GST. Never. The neutron star is the center of the Crab Nebula is so massive that Grebe's ship will never reach escape velocity. That seems like the trick answer question to go with. Trick question answer to go with. Yeah. How fast does light travel through the vacuum? 186,000 miles per second. Very, 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 very fast. 669,600,000 miles per hour. Depends whether or not it's upright or canister vacuum. What? Oh. It's as in vacuum cleaners. Yay for punny questions. Which is an example of a fuzzy boundary. The area in space between two planetary bodies where a smaller third object is not clearly under the gravitational influence of either. The event horizon of a supermassive black hole. The planet where a receding hairline gives way to the bare scalp. The place where a receding hairline gives way to a bare scalp. The point at which a marginal utility of trying to squeeze the last bit of toothpaste out of the tube is offset by the opportunity cost of going to the store for a new one. Okay. Would be A. Okay. Now I'm just going to save this here real quick because I've been trying to, when it comes to playing these games, I've been trying to explore some of the different death scenes, and I know one of them is being discovered while cheating. So to pay us back for having done so, I'm going to get us caught. Okay, so... Oh, whoops. Oh. Yeah, if I want all the wrong answers, I'll look on his sheet. Yes, is it currently the the Proctormatic. It's an anti-cheat thing. Okay, come on. It is not scanning you and you're going to make a move. Now is the time. Uh-oh, busted. And flushed out the airlock. Star Academy is no place for slackers. Okay. So, to successfully accomplish a manual molecular integration bypass on a standard transporter unit, you should reverse the phase polarity of the interface grid. Jingle the handle. Pray fervently to whatever deity you happen to believe in. C and then B. And switch to US Sprint. Oh boy. Telecommunications jokes. Yeah, reverse the polarity. That's the end of our test. Come on. Got chords. Yes, sir. I agree that cleaning the Academy crest is an appropriate punishment for being late to class. I'll get right on it. Okay. Now to make our way around to this very circular-shaped place. Some more bright, shining faces of the StarCon Elite Cadet Corps. Sorry. Oop. Yep, that would be the closet, and that would be all the junk. Let's see. Grab this. You cram the Scrub-O-Matic into your seemingly bottomless pocket. You cram the safety combs into your seemingly bottomless pocket. And just shove everything else back in there. Okay. There's a xenomorph space cadet. A pair of your cadet classmates are deeply engaged in conversation here. This computer monitor displays pertinent information, which this person is then using to actually arcade play. The security guard prevents unauthorized access to the maximum security area beyond this post. The StarCon crest is dull and dingy. Looks like it could use a good scrubbing. Well then, let's get to scrubbing. Put that thing down. How does this thing work? Yow! Uh-oh. Okay. This might be a problem. Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. Come on. Do you mind, monkey boy? Watch where you're going! Yeah, there's... Because I was supposed to put down the safety cones, there are parts of this that I'm not actually ever going to complete, because this is the game teaching me about bad safety tactics. You buffoon! You can't even scrub the floor without a road map! It's obvious you're not Academy material. Pack your bags, Wilco! You're taking a little trip! Yeah, no place for slackers. Okay. Now we've got the cones down. Though, I mean, to be honest, people seeing somebody that's roaming around in this kind of thing should be, you know, should know better. So I don't quite know if this game, if this does have an actual internal timer, or if it's just a matter of, it has a timer if you don't set up the cones, but after you've set up the cones, you can pretty much get as much time as you need to actually just clean it up. Because it's the proper way to actually do the sequence, is having the cones up. Because safety! Okay, come on. Yep, there we go. And here comes Captain Quark. As you can see, Ambassador Wankmaster, we run a very tight ship here at the Academy. The institution is the pride of the Star Confederation, one of the best of its kind and known in the known galaxy. It's good to see our tax buckazoids haven't been going completely to waste. Here we are, Miss Wankmaster. This is the main rotunda. It was dedicated on this Ambassador. Excuse me, aren't you Roger Wilco, the man who foiled the Sarians some years back? Yes, that is us. And this is the woman. The woman. The woman from Space Quest 4. Suddenly it all comes rushing back. It's her! The woman from the holodisk in Space Quest 4. Now is your big chance, Roger. Say something clever and romantic. I mean, yes. Way to sweep her back onto her feet, Raj. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you haven't lost your golden touch. Excuse me, Ambassador, but we should be heading to the conference now. You're not at all what I expected, Roger, Wilco. Hold on a minute, Cadet. Looks like you missed a spot. That smug face. Very, very smuggish. Very Kirkish. Sir, you better watch your step. The floor's really wet and should be a little slippery. Nice rug, Quark. That toupee? He's got a toupee, of course. You did that on purpose, Wilco. I'm placing you on double secret probation. One more screw up and your space cadet days are over. tried to warn him. I did. Okay, well, that job's done. Let's go this way. It's over here. Yeah, there's more. Another security entrance. A massive sentry prevents the unauthorized access to the maximum security beyond this point. Displays pertinent information. Space cadets are not allowed beyond this point. Well, then I guess we go back. That's a part of the station that we're not allowed to see. One of those... Okay, come on, please go. Thank you. Whoop. No. A little rodent. A rodent in the space station. Job. Stat scores. Name. Gordon F. Einstein A. Fail, fail. Roger Wilco. Processing. Wait a minute. The Einstein guy failed. We got all our answers from the Einstein guy. What was that? Excuse me, Captain. We didn't raise your hand. Now, as I was saying, Ambassador Wankmeister, we are fairly remote installations. Simply can't spare the ships to launch some kind of operation you suggest. I'm afraid you don't understand the potential ramifications of this problem, Admiral. If the sludge bandits continue to illegally dump toxic waste whenever and wherever they choose, the environmental consequences could be staggering. Entire planets could be devastated. I think you overstate the issue, Ambassador. Even so, we have more than enough ships on patrol to put a stop to these sludge bandits, as you call them. Look, Ambassador, we have top-notch ships staffed with finest crews in the galaxy. StarCon accepts only the best and brightest for fleet training. You look, Rughead! Illegal dumping going on in the sector right under your polyweave. Our patrols have located dumping sites on 4 planets in the G6. Hey, that's made of real hair. In any case, I'd like to hear more about these alleged dumping sites. Perhaps over dinner this evening? I've already transmitted the coordinates to StarCon Central Command, along with the list of suspected sites that we've been able to check out, that we haven't been able to check out yet. Well then, that settles it. Captain Quirk, you shall go to these sites and investigate Ambassador Wankmeister's allegations. Admiral, I'll be going along as an observer. I'm afraid that's impossible. Regulations strictly forbid civilian participation in military operations. Admiral, I think having the ambassador along would be a good idea. I'm sure some of us could develop a productive working relationship. Admiral, I may remind you that I am an official representative of the people of Quadrant G6 and a full ambassadorial status, and as such not subject to... Now, Ambassador, I'm sure Captain Quirk will do everything necessary to resolve the situation. There's no need for you to hinder him on this mission. This is my system and my people we're talking about here. I'm going on that ship, and that's that, and that's all there is to it. Case closed. We're adjourned. Good day, gentlemen. Oh, great. The savior of the universe in all his glory. Isn't there a mop somewhere with your name on it? Way to go, Raj! Another sterling performance. Yeah, I caught the jerk trying to sneak answers off my... Shh! Here he comes. This is awful. I totally biffed on the stat test. I'll never meet Captain now. That's too bad, Cadet. Shiplock? Splock? How'd you make out, Roger? I haven't seen my score yet. The stat scores of our class are posted on the bulletin board, Raj. I sure hope you made it out better than I did. Well, not if this guy failed. A small group of your brother cadets. This cadet looks pretty bummed. He might not have done very well on the stat, but then again, he probably did better than you. Well, if he biffed on it, then I guess that means we lost. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, let's do a little bit of saving. Find the scores. Off we go. Yeah, I get it. My lips get a little chapped in this kind of weather. Sorry. Somewhat of a nervous habit. Cadet Wilco, on behalf of the administration, I would like to congratulate you on receiving a perfect score on your stat. Not in the entire history of StarCon Academy has a cadet achieved such high marks. You should be proud. On the recommendation of our test analyst computer, you are to begin training for captaincy aboard one of our fine star cruisers. Captain Quark will be your assignment. Will post your assignment. You've done the Academy proud. Sincerely, current Chief Commanding Officer's name here. The music's kind of off. Your test results. Your test results. Maybe you ought to be framed? Maybe you ought to have it framed. Okay, okay. We're going to be a captain. We're going to be a captain. To some music that is very off-key and off-putting. And so, having undergone an intensive weekend captain's training seminar on a planet Oakhurst, Roger is shuttled to his new assignment. Hey! This is not a ship, it's a garbage scow! Figures. Still, once a janitor, always a janitor. Hello, sir. Sub-Corporal Droodle, and your navigation weapon. I'm Flo. Flo's the name, and your I can't talk. Hello, crew. I'm your new commanding officer, Captain Roger Wilco. I know some of you may not be excited on serving the Eureka as I am, but I promise you this. We're going to be the best gosh darn garbage scow in the entire Star Confederation. I have nothing to fear but fear itself. So hold your head. We are the dust in the wind, born free, riding wild with liberty and justice for all. So let's be all we can be. Remember, it's not your job. That was probably about as put together as his speech actually was. It was the chair, really. Yeah, because the chair farted. Looks like we've got a live one here, Flo. You said it, Droodle. My chair goes whirly whirl. Yeah, we didn't really do much, but anyway. We're captain now. Let's take a look around our ship. Because that's what a captain should always do. Make sure he knows his ship from top to bottom. Well, looky here. Our brand spanking new, squeaky clean, neat pressed captain has arrived. Pleased to meet you, please. My friends call me Cliffy. But you can call me Clifford. I'm chief engineer of this. What the? Sorry about the muck, Captain. I dropped my wrench down the head. Now, if you'll excuse me, sir, I've got some work to get back to. I need to work on that voice. That voice is a little weird. Anyway. Yeah, the chief engineer said that his friends call him Cliff, but we're supposed to call him by his actual name. That's... yeah. Let's keep looking around. This room serves the Eureka as both transporter room and science lab. Needless to say, this has led to some interesting experiments by the rambunctious crew members in past voyages. A habitube, brand adaptive biological specimen container. This chamber houses the Eureka's cryogenic cooler. Cliffy uses it to keep his Corona light chilled to the frosty 4 degrees Kelvin when it's not otherwise occupied. Cliffy has rigged up a handy voice-activated feature for the Eureka's transporter unit. Originally, he tried to use a clapper, but after an embarrassing accident involving visiting alien diplomat that dropped the wrench, he opted for the current setup. He must have accidentally beamed the alien out. Beyond this door is Eureka's refuge containment compartment. This lift goes to Eureka's pod bay. Much of the Eureka's critical machinery is inconveniently located in cramped service tunnels like this one. What's this? This is your chief engineer's toolbox. It's filled with gadgets and gizmos. Cliffy uses to keep the ship spaceworthy. Yeah, this door leads back to the bridge. Let's go back to the bridge. Yep, that's our bridge crew. Always entertaining themselves. Droodle mans the nav and weapons systems of the Eureka. Flo is the Eureka's communications officer. Our whoopee cushion armed captain seat. This is great. Anyway. Whoops. Actually, I clicked off the window there. Oh yeah, let's... Yes, Captain? Tell me a little about yourself, Droodle. My personal life is none of your business, sir. I'm trying to create a friendly atmosphere here, Sub-Corporal. We may be together for a long while. Whoops. Doubtful, sir. How long have you served the Eureka, your Sub-Corporal? Too long. As soon as my tour is up, I'm out of here. Why is that, Corporal? My career in StarCon hasn't exactly skyrocketed, sir. I'd rather hoped I wouldn't spend the last years of my life in a garbage scow. Well, maybe there's something I can do to help. Not likely, Captain. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some work to get back to. He has some calibrations to do. He's also got 2 thumbs. That's interesting. What can I do to help you perform your job more efficiently? Stay out of my way, sir. Okay. What do you want, sir? Since we'll be working together, I thought it would be nice if we could get to know each other a little bit, Flo. I'm sure you did, sir, but yeah, it won't. Sheesh! You poured vinegar on your breakfast plates this morning? My life stinks, and it's your fault, sir. I don't follow you. You're a man, right? Yes. Well, there you go. Wow, that's very forward thinking. What was your previous posting, crewman? Previously, I was assigned to the phlegm, sir. But this self-important male swine, I mean captain, and I didn't see eye to eye, and he was just like my fourth husband. You'll have to excuse Flo. She has a bit of a problem dealing with male authority figures, but she's really not bad after you get to know her. Can it, lobster boy? Whoops. What happy set of circumstances left the Eureka captain chair open for me? The Eureka's previous commanding officer accidentally fell out of the airlock without a spacesuit. That's terrible. If you say so, sir. Okay. What's these buttons do? The button is used to speak to the engineering section. This button is used to... Oh, whoops. Oop, whoop. Come on. No. Come on. Okay, come on. Engineering. Oh, the science section is the middle button. Okay. This button sets the Eureka's self-destruct mechanism. That's okay. We've got to do that. I mean, come on. How can we not set the self-destruct? First thing I do as captain is blow up the ship because I can't stand being here. I'm sure you're gonna have a blast, Captain. Now, we've gotta run. Self-destruct mechanism has a fail-safe function, which prevents it from being shut down once activated. So, in case that somebody decided to just be curious about the self-destruct sequence, they can't shut it off. Because why not? Okay. Well, let's beam our way out. Energize! You barely have time to whimper "Mommy!" before the Eureka's self-destruct mechanism blasts you into microscopic space hero remnants. Because we blew up in the middle of the space station. Okay, so let's not do that this time. You rang? Status report. All systems functional. Anything else, Captain? Let's cloak the ship. Not bloody likely. Anything else, Captain? Oh, whoops. Decloak the ship. That's probably the second dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Anything else, Captain? More power! She cannot take any more of the stress, Captain. I've always wanted to say that. Anything else, Captain? Yeah, forget it. Sure thing, bucko. Okay, so let's get underway. Let's hail Starcon. Hailing, sir. We're cleared for departure, Captain. We're ordered to proceed to Galgarus, Piru, and... Oh, good. I need to remember those names in specific. I don't want to get us caught in a I don't want to forget where we're supposed to be going and then have problems not finding it. Kiz Ervigby, fuse recovery for refuge recovery. Okay, those are our orders. Okay, let's regular speed. It might help if we picked a destination first, Captain. Okay, so let's lay in a course. What coordinates? Let's go to... Well, hopefully. Okay. Oh yeah, I should probably show this to you guys. This is one of the points of there's that. This is one of the many copy protection points for this game. I mean, in this series. Older games used to have to come with copy protection things where in the manual you'd have these little codes you'd have to actually enter in the game. Otherwise, you'd get lost because you wouldn't know where to go. So I'm just going to put that away now that I've shown that to you guys. Oh, whoops. Okay, so let's... regular speed. Aye, sir, I'm about to put pedal to the metal once we leave this station. And off we go. Uh-oh. Ominous ship. Okay. We have a female Terminator-esque robot coming after us. Yay. Reminiscence of Space Quest 3. There's a lot of references to Space Quest 3 in this game, as well as Space Quest 4, obviously, since it was the immediate prequel, but but yeah, in Space Quest 3, we had a Terminator robot chasing us because of events from Space Quest 2. We're approaching the destination, so let's go to regular speed. We had a Terminator robot that we had to defeat. Now we've got a Terminator robot. We're tracking the waste beacon, sir. Activate the RRS. Sure. I'm sorry that my voices aren't exactly staying consistent with different characters. I'm trying my best, but I'm not a voice actor. Captain, I'm intercepting a rather unusual message from StarCon Priority Frequency 2. Maggot to dung heap. Maggot to dung heap. Maggot to dung heap. Come in, dung heap. This is dung heap. What in the Pilates are you doing on this frequency? We had a rather hot load of goods that needs to be disposed of right away. I thought I told you never to call me here. Meet me at the usual place, and we'll discuss it. Dung heap out. The transmission is sponsored by Sprint. I'm sorry, Captain, but I wasn't able to pin down the... Okay. So let's lay in a course. Continue where we're supposed to be going. The next is 71552. Enter. Coordinates locked in. We're ready to get underway. I think that's... Okay. I'm gonna try and Mass Effect his voice, because he's got no mouth. I was gonna do his voice like, but then you'd never be able to understand anything I was saying. Let's go to Lightspeed. So maybe if I have his voice be a little bit more Elcorish, that would be funny, possibly, maybe. But yeah, the interesting thing about how this game is that because of the internal timer system, I could actually get up and wander the ship, and then I'd get a I'd get a call from Flo saying that we're near our destination, and I have to come back up to the ship to tell this guy to stop. And if I don't actually tell this guy to stop, we'll miss our coordinates and end up having to replot our course. And depending on how long it takes me to tell him to stop after we've missed our course, it actually adjusts for the amount of time that we're quote-unquote away from the original destination that we were supposed to be at. This is somewhat one of those little interesting little things about the game that it's a nice touch. I mean, you never actually see the in-universe map, but the game has somewhat of a logic to it that gives you an idea of spatial coordinates and whatnot. Maybe it's... Okay, yeah. I know where our third place is now. It's not... It doesn't show correctly on the, see if I bring up the copy protection. Captain, you better come down here. There's a strange scratching and whining noise coming out of the trash bin. Okay. Time to be a captain. Let's fix some stuff on the ship. Because that's what captains are for. We're actually supposed to do all the work. At least according to this game. Yeah, and I can't type either. There's definitely something in there, Captain. It could be dangerous. You go first. Obviously, the crew has so much loyalty for me. Behind this door is Eureka's refuge. Okay. And it's all over the place. Great. That's just great. That's wonderful. Whoop. We've got ourselves a face hugger. What the? Hey, this little bugger. This is a cute little bugger. I think I'll keep him. I'll call him Spike. Whoop. And he got away. Hey, where are you going, little fella? I'll just close that up. We don't need that. Okay. I put it off. Cliffy won't mind me cleaning it up. Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah. That was the mess. So the other one of the things about adventure games is if it's not nailed down, pick it up. Has the appearance of a turkey baster. Wonder if Cliffy uses it for. I wonder what Cliffy uses it for. You don't need this tool. Okay. A spare fuse. Why not? Thinking it might come in handy, you take it with you. The hole puncher. Heaven knows what Cliffy uses this for. Device is specially designed to cut through and shrink wrap on software packages. Oh boy. I think that's a reference to Space Quest 4 with the well, I mean, obviously it's the whole idea of re-shrinking things, but in Space Quest 4, one of the things you come across allows you to re-shrink wrap games. It's a wrench. It's a pizza wheel. Dull drill. Oh, we're not going to eat any pizza, apparently. What's this? Schmear's brand crafts alien laser cutting torch. Why not? That. A spark plug. You don't need it. One of those nifty portable handheld vacuums. You know, the kind that can't even pick up breadcrumbs. It'll become so useful. Sure. A whatchamacallit. You don't need it. A doohickey. You don't need it. Oh, that's... okay, that's still a dull drill. Okay, I guess it applies to... Oh, a small drill and a dull drill. Oh, a large... Wow, I can't read. This is a small drill, and this is a large drill. Okay. A space gizmo. A hot glue gun. Great for laugh on unsuspecting... Great for a laugh in an unsuspecting party? Wow, that doesn't seem right. This is Cliffy's tool of choice when working with the Eureka's delicate temperamental electronic systems. A hammer. When it doesn't work, smash it. Screwdriver. We don't need it. A high-tech thingamabob. You don't need it. A pair of pliers. You don't need it. Appears to be a roll of anti-acid tablets. Why not? Okay. Let's... Captain, you gotta do something about that weak-bladdered beastie of yours. He keeps leaving puddles of concentrated acid everywhere, and I'm getting a little run ragged with the holes he's making in the deck. Okay. That's a problem. That little creature leaves acid puddles all over the ship. No, that wasn't a Pokemon reference. Yes, it was. Anyway. So yeah, he leaves acid puddles all over the ship, and if I leave him unattended for too long... Oop. Spike, heal boy, heal! Okay, where... How am I... Okay. That's... Huh. I know he's supposed to leap at me at some point, but maybe... Maybe that just happens later on. Oh! There he goes. Yeah, if I leave him unattended, he'll keep leaving holes all over the ship. And, yeah, that'll make the ship eventually explode. I'm not gonna... I do like to find the, death sequences, but when it comes to elongated ones, I don't want to waste your time or other people's time by your gurgly little buddy is contentedly inside his habitube. 'Cause he spits acid, let's throw in some antacids. Poor little fella must have eaten something that didn't agree with him. Those antacids should reduce the acidity of his metabolism. Because that's how antacids work, right? Right? But yeah, when it comes to death sequences that take a while for them to actually kick in, I don't really want to waste your time or mine when it comes to actually recording it all, so I'd rather just get that done and out of the way and just keep moving on with the game. Oh, whoops. Come on. Cliffy is engrossed in what he's doing. To talk to you, too engrossed to talk to you right now. Okay. Gemstick cake, man. Okay. I guess we just can't do anything with him. Okay. Moving on. Droodle's sleeping at his post. Hey, thanks for leaving the mess back here for me to clean up. Real captain-like of you. Thanks for taking care of your little critter, Captain. I finally managed to patch up the deck. Okay. Now, on to the next... Ooh, whoops. Let's hail Starcon. Hailing, sir. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. Okay. So we have to lay in a course. The reason why I was somewhat confused about the last destination is because, according to the copy protection, it doesn't show up the way that it's supposed to. KU in the English. But it's actually under the right name here in a German language. So, it's kind of weird. But anyway. So yeah, there's that. And I need to put in 20011. Enter. That's the third destination that we need to go to. Yes, pirate protection. Hello, Spooky. Light speed. How are you? Go vacuum ship. Yeah, it would just figure that. Whoa, what was that? We've been hit by a proton torpedo. A tractor beam has locked onto us, Captain. We're being pulled in. Finally getting over being sick. Poor Joe is sick now, though. Oh, sorry, guys. Helm not responding. Sir, weapons systems inoperative. Trying to, do my inner Elcor with his voice. Now we're under attack. Being hailed, sir. I'm putting it on screen. Roger Wilco, under the authority of ERGS extensively revised galactic statute. Yeah, numbers, a lot of birds. Hereby command you to beam down and surrender your crew. The failure to comply with these instructions will result in the destruction of your ship and everyone on board. Looks like the Gypsoid Novelty Company has still not forgotten about that little piece of mail fraud you pulled up back on them in Space Quest 2. I thought all of this was over after I'd run that android. Yeah. You thought wrong, human. Just goes to show, never send a man droid to do a woman droid job. Hope that whistle was worth it. Beam down to the planet. Your body will be disassembled and sold to the various biotech firms and pay interest to the collection fees. I'm scanning your ship. Any attempt to escape or subterfuge will result in immediate annihilation of your ship and crew. You have 5 standard time units before I destroy your ship, Roger Wilco. I think she means business, Captain. I agree. You should hurry up and beam down, sir, before she gets impatient and blows us all up. Yeah, gotta love the sprint promotional. Also, gotta love my crew. They've got my back. They've totally got my back on this one. Time to not die. Hey Cliffy, you're right. Cloak the ship. We don't have a cloaking device, sir. Anything else, Captain? Forget it. Let's lay in a course. We're too shot up. We're too shot up. You don't want me to do... Oh! Still trying to keep voices right, but not really doing it. Not a voice actor. Trying to be entertaining. Not working. Anyway. Well, she's not going to get me without a fight. Whatever you say, sir. Been nice knowing you. Like I said, crew's really got my back on this one. But if you remember the test that we took way back when we first became captain and we cheated on, one of the test questions actually goes over dealing with a android who wants to kill us. So we're gonna try out What in tarnation is going on, Captain? Sir, I've locked the tractor beam on us. Whoops. What did you do, sir? No, nothing like that. I ordered something through the mail and I forgot to pay for it. Mail fraud is a serious crime, Captain. Wish you luck. Yeah. So we're gonna do the solutions that the test told us to do. Although I'm pretty sure that the correct answer was actually some goof answer. The quote-unquote correct answer was a goof answer. That's not actually what we're supposed to be doing, but I could be wrong on that one. Got ourselves an alien planet with a bunch of just wanted to poke in and say hi. Good luck. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun. Oop. Okay, let's get over here. You know what? No. Branch is devoid of foliage and appears to be dead. Let's just go out on a limb, say, I'm so sorry. We're a little floaty thing in the water. Let's pick up our branch. Oop. Yeah, because that'll become useful. There's the whole... if we wanted to go with the... if we want to go with the original series Star Trek reference, could just as very well try and craft a gunpowder gun from sticks and rocks and whatnot. And okay. I wasn't expecting that. Now, I know there's a way to actually get inside the log, but it doesn't seem to be working right. of course, this person's going to come after us at some point. Oh, there we go. Go inside the log. Now we can look around. Large hollow log, about same diameter as Roger's body. Looks like it might be time to start an exercise program. The tree grows precariously off the branch, reaching out the canyon of a small pool. Fruit hangs enticingly just out of reach, which is where our stick is going to come into play. Yes, and I am saving somewhat frequently when it comes to this, because I do know that this person's going to just come out of nowhere and possibly try and hit me. Okay. Now we've got some fruit. You manage to grab one of the pieces of fruit and liberate it from the swinging cluster, then shoving it into your pocket. You add the increasingly impressive bulge on your uniform. Oh boy. Now it's time to wait. Banana clusters grow distances. What a great place to go tubing, you think to yourself. Come on. Maybe I need to actually go elsewhere for this person to finally start showing up. Whoa! Okay. That just... Whoa. That was a close one. You better keep moving, Raj. The WD-40 android won't give up till your smoldering pile of hero salsa. The fact that she has cloaking capabilities only makes the matters worse. Wouldn't have give a tin buckazoid for your life right now. Oh, that's right. I forgot. She can cloak. So I have to actually do this other thing first. I have to find a way to mess with her cloaking device. By doing the first solution that was suggested. Gotta throw a rock at her! But it will be a big rock. Come on, get in there. Oop. That's not what I meant to do. No, that's not what I meant to do. Get up there. That's what I meant to do. I did that wrong. Okay, do I have the... Don't have the banana just. Get ourselves a banana. Okay. Back down in here. So yeah, we've got to disrupt her cloaking device, and it's, whoop, come on, get in there. Oof. Once we've disrupted her cloaking device, then it'll be much easier for us to be able to see her in order to actually muck up her jetpack with the piece of fruit that we have. Now she should be following us through the tunnel, in which case... Strike! Looks like you've bouldered over your ingenuity. She's cooling her jets at the bottom of the pool. She's probably going to be very upset with us at this point. Gotta love the royalty-free sound effects for some of the different things that happen in this game. Now that we've done a thing, let's save up again. That was too close. Okay. That was weird. By stretching your limit of ingenuity to the fullest, you've managed to knock out WD-40's cloaking mechanism. The downside is she's really ticked off. I should probably be talking into the mic. Sorry about that. But now that her cloaking mechanism is dealt with, we can actually lie in hiding and actually see her now. There she is. I know you're here somewhere, Wilco. Come out and face me like a woman. It's your destiny. And she's dead. She dead. Well, as far as androids can be. A metalhead of the Annihilator android WD-40. So yeah, that's probably one of the weirdest ways for you to actually have to beat an android, but you did it. There's all the rest of her parts. Her captain, well, I'll be. You're still in one piece. Ship's scanners picked up a large explosion, and we drew lots to see who got to come down and collect your remains. And you lost. Nope, I won. But I'm relieved to see you anyway, sir. I'll save a lot of uncomfortable explanations back at StarCon. I see you got a robot's head there, sir. I'm looking for it. Now I'll beam you back up to the ship and finish picking up the pieces down here. No! Yeah. Gotta love the transporter mishaps that occasionally pop up when it comes to using the transporter in this game. You think you heard Cliffy beaming in. It might be a good idea to give him the android head. And the game crashed! Yay! Here we go again. Let's restore. Okay. Get you killed. And now the android's dead. Back we go. Yep, still in one piece. Beam me back. coming back. Let's do a quick save again. Okay, good. Game didn't crash again. Hey, Cliffy, I've got something for you. Just wanted you to get ahead. Your sense of humor is surpassed only by your captaining skills, sir. Here, I have something for you might be interested in. I was putting around this WT-40 units back together, and I had a couple pieces left over. Thought you might like a souvenir. Here you go. Thanks, I guess. Always doing the Picard maneuver with readjusting his shirt. What's this? A leftover part of Cliffy's overhaul of the WD-40, the Annihilator android. Starcon Communication issued PCD. Personal communication device. Excuse me, sorry. We're going to go back down to the planet, because that thing is going to be useful for us. Because this ship has a cloaking device, which is something we keep trying to activate on our ship. Let's see if we can take their cloaking device. Oop. There we go. Go on without me, Captain. I'm not gonna make it. How very brave of you. WT-40 ship has a Spartan and totally utilitarian interior, indicative of the single-mindedness with such a ship's pilot. This baby is probably rigged with all the sorts of lethally effective security devices. Menacing feel about it. The design of this ship cockpit utilizes an unconventional layout and vaguely menacing feeling about it. Let's see, what's this? An undescript nature of this panel, which doesn't set it apart from a very nondescript nature of this. The very nondescript nature of this panel, which doesn't set it apart from anything else in the ship, piques your interest. Okay. Oop. This object bears a remarkable resemblance to a cloaking device. Quadrant to turn the handles are set into a mechanism that holds the ship's cloaking device securely in place. Uh-oh. That appears to have triggered some sort of alarm. Better get this thing out before fast. Okay. Panel won't budge. This is more or less a brute force kind of thing. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. Open. There we go. Good job. Now it's time to get out of here. Sorry about that. I'm sure there were definitely patterns that I was missing, that I was just too focused, that I couldn't really... Yeah, let's get out of here before it blows. Wow. That hurt. It looked painful. I'm pretty fine. Now, can you help me up? Sure thing. Here you go. I'll get around to destroying the device as soon as I finish my repairs on the android. Are you sure that fixing her is a good idea, Cliffy? I'm still not sold on the whole plan. Trust me, sir. Just because you two had a slight misunderstanding, there's no reason she can't become a valuable member of the crew. Slight misunderstanding, Cliffy? She tried to kill me. Well, there is that, but I'm pretty sure I can crank down her lethality settings couple notches afterwards, and she probably won't beat you up severely. That's not going to cut it, Cliffy. I suppose you're right, sir. It's probably kind of hard to captain a ship you've been beaten senseless, but I do think I would help you keep you on your toes if she took a random swing at you now and then again. I don't want her to so much as scowl at me, Cliffy. All right, sir. Have it your way. Pretty sure she still ends up acting pretty Terminator-esque, if only in words, to me, throughout the rest of the game. So, yeah. We survived. Yay. Well, we were supposed to go on to that other place to scavenge garbage, but I think that might have been a misnomer. This is one of our orders. Alien, sir. Not gonna do it, just wouldn't be prudent. Okay. Laying a course. About all I can stand. I won't. No letting me. Oh. Oh, okay. Well then. They want a break. Let's head over to the space bar. Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway. Light speed. Aye, sir. This is Flo, your cheerful, happy-go-lucky communications officer. This is Drool, your navigation and weapons officer. I don't know why, I always thought his name had an extra D in it. We're approaching our destination, Captain. Regular speed. Aye, sir. Standard orbit. Standard orbit, aye. Time to go on shore leave. Let's party. Last one down to the stations are rotten or at Volum. Ovum. Let's bring everybody on. Let's bring everybody down. I mean, the robot's still not completely repaired, but let's bring our little spiky friend with us because he needs a break too. Energize. Excuse me, Captain, but I see an old buddy of mine over there at the bar. Oh no, here we go again. That's Cap... Well, I mean, at the very least, that's the thing that we saw from... That alien looks vaguely familiar. The Nova Station is home to this... Wow. Infamous spacebar. A galactically infamous spacebar, and is the main port of call for ships on the Liberty to... in the... Wow, I can't talk. Captain Quark is sharing a drink with a familiar-looking alien. Goodness. Trying, people, I really am. But I've always had a somewhat... already had somewhat of a problem when it comes to reading things, and doing it live is not exactly helping that problem. Shore leave. Quote unquote. Space shore leave. Hello, I'm your cocktail waitress analog. Bzz. What's your poison, humanoids? I'll have a double bourbon on the rocks. I'll have a fuzzy nostril. Give me a green goblin. Oh, whoops. Charges will be deducted from your StarCon account. If you feel the urge to hurl, please feel free to use the restrooms, humans. There's an auspicious fellow heading our way. Hello there, partner, maybe. I'm actually kinda... Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Nello Jones, merchant of Venice. Dealer in fine collectibles, trafficker of rare artifacts. What's your moniker, son? I'm, Roger Wilco. Well, Roger, this is your lucky day. I could tell you the first minute that set my eyes on you that you're a discerning individual with an IQ significantly higher than the chair you're sitting in. A man who knows the value of merchandise when he sees it. Well, never fear, Roger. Nello can fix you right up. Need some Anatarian firewater, a few gray market copies of the latest thing quest. How about some Cherubin cufflinks? They're a collector item, you know, guaranteed. I don't know. I can see you're looking for something special, Roger. Can I call you Roger? Well, I've got just the thing. Dehydrated space monkeys. They're all the rage in the colony worlds. They don't have to feed them when there's no mess. All for you, 15 buckazoids. I'm not sure. You drive a hard bargain, Raj. I'll tell you what. Take a free sample of the space monkeys and my business card with my compliment. Then you buy something from your lady friend or the next time you pass through. Thanks. Realizing he's not going to make a big score here, the sales beast moves off for another victim. Yeah, that's Captain Quark and the funny-looking alien that we intercepted a transmission from. I couldn't tell if my chat box was working. Doesn't look like it is. Well, well. Buzz off, laser brain. Enjoying your new command, Trash Man? I recommended you for that job. That's sanitation engineer to you, Crumb. Oh, an aristocrat. I bet Ambassador Wankmeister would be really... She and I are having a great time working together, closely, on the Goliath. Quark, you have the looks of an Orat and the manners to match. Why, you little... I could have brought you on charges for that. I demand satisfaction. I challenge you to a game of little battlecruiser, wimp. Fine. I'm going to kick your aft side of this next quadrant, Quark. Ha! We'll see about that, broom jockey. Now, I honestly don't think you can actually lose the game if you lose versus him. But I really want to win. I can't. Wow, that was bad. Okay. I already know how to play. We put in the ships in each individual sectors. It's basically like Battleship, only you get 3 different sectors, and the ship designs are interesting. The ship designs are more variant than what you find in actual Battleship. Let's rotate that. Put that there. Next. Yeah, let's put you right about there. Next. Let's rotate you. You right there. Next. Okay. Yeah. So first we get a... Let's do a bit of a probe. You also... Yeah, the other thing is that you get probes that you can use in order to potentially find other ships. The other person's ships. Back to the weapons. Fire! You missed. Let's hope I got one of the big ships. Or maybe it might be better to hope for one of the smaller ones. Either way. Okay, let's do that. Okay. So I know it's not the smallest ship. Okay, it's the... Yeah, it's the cruiser. Not the battleship, but the cruiser. Oh, my destroyer. Yeah, you destroyed my destroyer, punk! Ooh, he just barely missed my destroyer there. Okay, let's go to... And every time you destroy a ship, you get a probe back, which is nice. I found another one! And yeah, for a tactician, he's not choosing to use his probes, which is stupid. Okay, come on. Okay. This must be the big ship. Okay, yeah, I know how this layout is then. Okay, yeah, there we go. Ah, he hit the big ship. But I'm gonna destroy his first. Oh, whoops. Misfired. Blast you! You nailed my large battle cruiser, you weed! Gotta have more gruffness in my voice. Okay, got that one. Okay. Now I'm down to random shooting. Come on, no. No, he's not in that corner. Gotta have the ship somewhere in here. I mean, I say he's got to, but doesn't necessarily have to have every single sector occupied. It's not a rule of the game. Goes that. You nailed my command ship! Let's... Ah! Got one. Okay. Got one too. Fortunately, I've only got the space station and the scout left. There goes the space station. My starbase! Arrgh! Yep, there goes that. You crushed my cruiser! Come on. Nope, didn't want to aim there. In the game's attempt to make it easier for you to be able to click on boxes, it automatically adjusts the cursor for each box, but the adjuster is somewhat finicky sometimes. I got the last ship. I've got him. With a probe to spare, no less. Got you. I got you. My scout ship! I won! I won! Why, you dirty no good! Whoa, Cliffy's starting to fight. What's going on here, Cliffy? Captain, that slug-bait crew of the Goliath called our ship a garbage scow. I couldn't sit there and let him get away with it. Cliffy, the Eureka is a garbage scow. Oh yeah, I forgot. But he didn't have to go rubbing it in our noses in it. I've heard enough. Guards, place this man under arrest and toss him in the brig. Wait a minute, Quark. You can't just... I can and did. Now stow it, Wilco, or you'll end up alongside our detention. Now, you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my ship. I wouldn't want to keep the ambassador waiting. Well, great. That's just great. I can't go anywhere without my engineer. Did you notice the alien sitting, Quark, in the upper booth? He came in when we came in, Quark, Captain. What about him? Well, I have an excellent memory for cranial configurations, and I'd swear it was the same creature we saw in that transmission we intercepted. What do you suppose it was doing with Quark? I haven't any idea. What do you think, Drew? Beats me. I didn't even see the guy when we came in. Why did you say, uh-oh, here we go again, when we came into the bar? Cliffy had a slight misunderstanding with a crew member of the Intrepid the last time we came in here. What do you mean, a slight misunderstanding? Apparently, Cliffy made some colorful speculations about the crew member's parentage. Then he proceeded to make some unflattering anatomical references. I get the idea. Males! You can't live with them, and sometimes you can't even house train them. Why, this reminds me of my 14th husband, Vlad. He was always brawling. Captain doesn't have to listen to any of your fascinating personal narratives right now, Flo. He has can figure out how to get Cliffy out of the slammer, right, sir? Yeah. See, I told you the captain wasn't a complete closet case, Flo. I'm with you, sir. Let's blast. That's a fine idea, Drool, but it would draw too much attention. There's gotta be a better way. Well, Drool's a bit trigger happy. It's a package of dehydrated space monkeys, given to you by the sales beast at the space bar. A small label on the bottom says, "Warning, do not allow contents to mix with alcohol." Let's just disobey that warning right away. Uh-oh. Oh, who's the moron who let all the dang space monkeys loose? Well, that should be a confusing enough diversion. space crimes. Even the teleporter is Sprint sponsored. So, I'm outside the airlock of an EVA and I hear the phone ring. I gotta climb in. Cycle airlock. Climb out of the pressure suit and run to the phone. I hate that. Turns out it's one of those new phone companies wanting me to switch to galactic long-distance carriers. He's talking about all this big savings I can get if I switch from Sprint to TT and AAs and friends and family aliens. Can you believe it? What do you tell him? I said, no way, it just ain't worth it. Alert, alert, alert! Come on, let's see what it is. Maybe we'll get to beat somebody up. Well, that's not good. Variety of controls, including those of the force field that operate from the console. Let's turn off that console. The cell appears to be empty as an orb atop your shoulders. Thanks, narrator. There he is. Cliffy is locked up tighter than the sphinctoid of a Regalian waterfowl. Boy, I'm glad to see you, Captain. You've got yourself in a fine predicament there this time, Cliffy. Sorry, Captain. It wasn't my fault. I know, Cliffy. I know. You're not going to just leave me here and rot in this tiny cell for the rest of my life, are you? Of course not, Cliffy. The Eureka isn't going anywhere without her chief engineer. Heck, nobody else even can figure out how half the jury-rigged contraptions you've installed. Nice to feel needed, sir. Now all we have to is get you out of but not one, sir. Maybe we can find something that might get through these bars. But be careful, mighty cramped quarters in here. I'd like to make it out of one piece. Let's use our nifty little acid-spewing friend. Put him to work, even though he's also on shore leave. I guess that little beastie is good for something after all, sir. Time to be running. They're really multiplying. I'm hurrying. Our first time on shore leave, and we blew up the space bar. Good on us. Good to know the ship has windshields. I'm receiving a coded transmission from StarCon, sir. Ooh, whoops. We're supposed to go to Clorox 2. Unlike some of the previous games, the messages are timed, and it somewhat makes it a little difficult. Next mission. Okay, so let's lay in a course. Nine, 2, 1, 0, Enter. Coordinates locked in, ready to get underway. Light speed. While we're doing that, let's put our acid spitting friend back in its habit pod. Habitatapod. Oh, WD-40's activated. Captain Wilco, please report to the bridge. Sorry, I don't know, I feel like I might need a better arm for this mic to go on if I want to have it suspended the way it is, because it's picking up quite a bit. We're approaching our destination, Captain. Regular speed. Strange. I'm not tracking any waste beacon. Maybe we should invest. I can put us into orbit and take a closer look, Captain. Let's go to standard orbit. Standard orbit, aye. Okay, let's bring up our sensor officer. What function may I assist you with, Captain? Let's scan the planet. Atmosphere, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Gravity, 0.097 normal. Average temperature, 27 degrees Celsius. Life forms, indeterminate readings. Planet can support oxygen-breathing life form. You require anything further, Captain? Scan for ships. There are no ships within sensor range, Captain Wilco. Do you require anything further, Captain Wilco? All systems functioning within established parameters, Captain, sir. Recommendation. Recommend we send down an away team to investigate the fate of the colonists, Captain. That's all. You have the cloaking device up again? Sorry, sir, I haven't finished looking up yet. Okay. Hail the planet? Strange. There's no response from the surface, Captain. Maybe we should call StarCon. Hail StarCon. We've reached the StarCon Central Command. All your wavelengths are busy now, but we stay in frequency. Operator will answer you. The call received. Current number is 2,856,875,333. So much for that. Well, let's just get underway. Nope. Looks a little suspicious. I better go down with you. Meet you in the transporter room, Captain. Drool seems to have gotten a new lease on life when it comes to helping me out now. Maybe I impressed him with defeating that anadroid. That annihilator droid. That we now have a crew person. So let's go, Drool. Down we go. I remember when I first started playing these games, when I played this game, this entire sequence was actually scary to me. Think we should stick together? Only if you make a quick wardrobe change, sir. Now, isn't it time to play fabric critique, Drool? It's just that your shirt is, well, red, sir. It's bad luck. Ha ha, red shirts. Another classic series reference. Suspicious-looking object, which you can't quite discern from your present location, is wedged in the rocks above you. Okay. Building has a large hole ripped in the side of it. Well, let's investigate the building. Movement. Hello? Small computer console appears to be the only piece of machinery in the working order inside the entire greenhouse. Whoop! Well, well, aren't we the ugly one? I was once ugly like you, but look at me now! Perhaps I can make you prettier like me, hmm? Now try and dodge my death loogies, monkey boy! You know, a little, ointment might clear that rash on your face, right? Gotta dodge the mucus. Gotta dodge the bad stuff. Nice shooting, Tex. I thought I was dog meat for sure. Hey, you a real looker. He's better scout around here and see if there's any more of these creatures I can blow away. Meet you back on the ship. Yeah, Drool's a bit of a hair trigger. He's undergoing some kind of metamorphosis. Ugh. Thank you. At last, I'm free. What happened here? Entire colony mutated. Bad soup. Secret path. Over the ridge. Ugh. What a bunch of gibberish. Well, the computer console's useless without a code, which is not one of the codes that appears in the book. Which is, I guess, what he means by the extra path. Oh, I gotta go around the mountain ridge. Head this way. Oh, come on. Oh, maybe... Where are you going? Maybe it's around this. Okay, yeah, that's what I needed to see. Genetics. Primordial soup. Canister bears the phrase primordial soup. The logo, the genetics research Small label near the bottom bears the ominous description biohazard. Tetragenetic substance does not expose the do not expose in the water, do not ingest, inhale, or allow contact. Another fine product from genetics. 41666. G6. We may have found the people that the ambassador was getting all uptight about. Or at least we found a remnants of the people that are dumping stuff. Or 16666. 41666. Enter. Did I get that wrong? I got that wrong. Back we go. No, 41666. Hey. Maybe I typed the entry in wrong? I really hope this isn't a bug. Wanted to try and get through most of the game. I was thinking about possibly ending after this sequence, but looks like I might just end up having to. Wait. Small piece of paper. Oh, 4166 is going to become... Okay, that's going to come in later. I remember now. 80869. Battered scrap that appears to be some writing on it. 80869. Okay. So I'm just going to, for the sake of reference, later, 41666. There, I have that code now. Because that code will come in useful later. I know it will. Let's see, what was this again? It was 80869. 80866. Whoop. 80869. Personal log. Clorox 2 Colony Administrator Harry Carey. Her. Stardate 301268. Something very strange has been going on here in the colony since the Goliath's last visit. Goliath is the ship that Quark commands. A small survey team is a week overdue, and there has been reports of strange creatures roaming the Badlands. No doubt it's just a bit of cabin fever by the more imaginative types, but I'm worried by the disappearance of the survey team. Next. Personal log, stardate 3015.68. I'm becoming more and more alarmed. The search party dispatched to learn the fate of the survey team hasn't reported back for more than 50 hours. Fear, spurred on by more wild rumors about the creatures, has the colony on the verge of panic. Personal log, stardate 301668.68. God help us. A band of hideous mutant creatures attacked the colony last night. Very few of us escaped the massacre, but I have been wounded slightly. There is no doubt that these creatures are intelligent and even appear to have a rudimentary understanding of technology. They have captured the shuttle pad, cutting off our only means of escape. Using my personal passcodes, I have sealed the colony so that the creatures will no longer be able to get into any undamaged structures. Personal log. Stardate 3017.68. I am in agony. The wound I received burns like fire. An hour ago, the mutant creatures blasted off the colony shuttle. As they climbed the boarding ramp, I got my first good look at a creature in the daylight. It was hideous. The tattered rags he wore were the remnants of the survey team's survival suit. I have a terrible suspicion about the fate of the colonists. I am now utterly alone in this planet, dying, I hope. That's the end. Okay. So the Goliath was nearby. Goliath left that soup. The survey team went to investigate it and must have been infected some way. That infection spread to the last remaining survivor. This is the Eureka. Go ahead, Captain Wilco. Beam me up, Flo. Oh, great. Just when I was finally starting to unwind up here. Okay. Well, as much as we could do for that mission. I'm picking up a weak signal on emergency frequency, Captain. I'm putting it on screen. Mayday! Mayday! This is the SCS Goliath. On any Confederation ships in range, please respond! See SCS Goliath. Repeat, under attack. They've came through the shuttle bay. I'm sorry, sir. I've lost the transmission. The message was brief and to pin down the exact source, but I've narrowed it down to the region of the Tharkas system. The Thrakis system. Meanwhile, on the SCS Goliath. Everyone's mutated! So, I think I'm actually going to put it down. I'll leave it at that cliffhanger. We'll continue the rest in part 2. We need to go to the Thrakis system. Just so that way I know about it ahead of time. But, that'll be it for now. I want to thank all of you that joined me for this. I've been trying to stick to a bit of a schedule, but it's still kind of loose. I work nights. My schedule is always kind of weird. I started this one at 5 p.m. I've been doing them kind of a weird kind of following along with the sequential numbers of the game, where I'll start it at whatever number of the game it is, p.m. So next time, I mean, maybe I'll probably try and finish this up tomorrow at 5 p.m. again, but we'll see. Be sure to check my Twitter. I usually make posts on there as far as when my next stream is going to be. My Twitter tag is Wurmspawn. Find archives on my videos on YouTube. Again, username Wurmspawn. But thank you for joining me. I'm going to try something for the first time because I have it in mind. I'm going to try and raid a fellow Twitch streamer that I've come to appreciate. See if this works. And I hope you'll join me in watching whatever he has left on his stream. I do not know if that actually worked. It might not have. Does not seem to have. Let me try again. Raid. Gotcha. Let's bring this back up. Come on. does not seem to be working. Oh well, I tried. If you feel inclined, head over to Scotchbox VR. That's where I'm going to go after I end this stream. But, thank you for joining me. Take care, everybody.